those good luck and good things. It is a reasonably common plant over here. The part that you use, that you drink when you do the DIETA, the shamanic retreat, are usually the roots. I have DIETA'd the roots of this plant. You don't necessarily need to kill the plant to obtain it. You just usually take a few roots, you cut them off, you dig them off, while you leave the plant grow with other roots, because you don't really want to kill this beautiful plant. There are different ways of preparing it as well. Usually I drank it with water. You scrub the root and you put it with water, and then you start drinking that water with the extract, so to say, with the taste of this plant, of this Chiric Sanango. There are other ways to prepare it, such as to put it with alcohol. Dieta means that you ought to be alone, live alone, and maintain a certain regime for the length of your dieta. Now my Dieta of Chiric Sanango, the one I'm talking about 11 years ago, at 2013, I decided to make 21 days. I wish I had made longer, more time, but I simply didn't have time. So I said, I'm gonna make 3 weeks, and I'm gonna do the best that I can. Therefore, I went into, let's say, solitude, and I started drinking this plant, which I would drink. Usually I drank it every day. I started drinking it once a day, but then as the days went by, I wanted to make it more intense, and I increased the dose. Some shamans have explained to me how it is to diet this plant, how much I should drink and such, and therefore I was following those instructions, and the quantity also to be taken. However, as the days were passing by, I decided I want to drink more of it, because I really wanted to heal myself. I really wanted to heal my bones, and I thought that the more I drink, the better it's gonna be. The more I drink, the more intense it is gonna be, and the more likelihood that my bones, my rheumatism, are going to be healed. This Dieta of Chiric Sanango is a very intense one. This is a very powerful plant. In shamanism, in Amazonian shamanism, there are different plants. Now, most of the people have heard about ayahuasca. Many people come to South America, to the jungle, to drink this master plant that helps spiritually and in many different other ways. However, there are many other plants that shamans know and use. And the plant Chiric Sanango is known as the one that heals the bones. Therefore, I was taking it. But it also is known for other things, such as it is believed, it gives you courage. It makes you more courageous. It makes you more masculine. This plant is many times taken by jungle people who work as tree cutters, who go deep into the jungles and they cut the trees and they spend time over there in humidity, in the Amazon jungle, which is humid. And many times these people, living so close to humidity, they start developing signs of rheumatism, basically pain in the bones because of the humidity that they expose themselves to. So this plant is many times, or used to be, dieted by those wood cutters, those workers deep in the jungle. It is also believed that this plant is helpful for hunters and fishers, because when you drink this plant, it is said that you will have luck in hunting. When you go hunt, animals will approach you, and you will have a easy opportunity to hunt. This is how local people, indigenous people, have used this plant. Chiric Sanango is a powerful plant, and in shamanism I would compare it with like a school. You go to school, the first grade, second grade, third grade, and you go to high school. There are plants which are more for like novices, people who starting in the path of shamanism. The plants like bobinsana, plants like ajo sacha, different plants which are helpful. However, they are not as, their dieta is not as dangerous and not as powerful as some other plants, such as this one. Chiric Sanango is known to be a dangerous plant. Therefore the saying, te cura o te mata. It heals you or it kills you. Now, what's the difference? Why it can so two extremes, killing and healing? It depends on you and how you go through this dieta. In this intense process, you are supposed to maintain a strict regime in the way that you live. You are supposed to maintain a very strict dieta as of physical food that you are eating. You cannot have anything salty, anything really sweet, anything sour, anything acid. You have to abstain from things like garlic and onions and lemon and fat. You have to limit your intake of fat. No oil, no fried things, little protein. Your dieta is mostly composed of carbohydrates, which this is just the physical eating part. You are also supposed to be alone and apart from the people, because connecting with the people can be very dangerous. Why? Because when you diet a plant, you become very sensitive. In these shamanic dietas, usually last 1 month. Many times it can be more time. Sometimes one can make a bit shorter. And throughout this time, kind of retreat. Dieta is like a retreat. And throughout this time, one has to be very careful with the things one exposes himself to. I have already explained something about the food. You have to avoid food that has strong taste, which basically limits your diet, your dieta, the physical foods that you are eating to. I wouldn't consider it as something very healthy to have eating regime like that. Not at all. Your body becomes weak. Your body loses vitamins, minerals. Your body becomes really weak. However, this is the sacrifice and one of the prices to pay in order for the plant to really affect you. Because if you would be eating whatever you eat normally, let's say, different foods, different tastes, you kind of fill your system, your physical system, your body with different tastes, different colors, different impressions, which makes your body kind of more complex. And therefore, when you drink the plant, it won't affect you as much. However, if your eating regime is very simple, your body becomes like really simple, really base. It's like